Yes, welcome everyone to the Deep Funding Town Hall. Woohoo! It's October 19th, 2023, and very excited to bring you this event today. So without further ado, I will share my screen. Yes, Deep Funding Town Hall. So, a little introduction about the Deep Funding Town Hall, which is an initiative by the SingularityNET Ambassador Program in collaboration with the SingularityNET Foundation. This event aims to establish an open online space for the Deep Funding and SingularityNET community. That's you guys. And we would love you to stay in touch for anyone who's coming for the first time, anyone who's here. These are the reference links that you can catch us at SingularityNET, Deep Funding, and the AI Marketplace, which is in beta. We have Breakout Rooms today, Paragoza and Subir Acharya with MetaMask integration with Gradio Spaces. And we have Tommy Frey with ethically entering into AGI relationships. Thanks for the input. So I would love to throw it over to Jan. If you have any updates, if you would like to speak to us, now is the time. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I do have an update. It was a little bit exciting day today, and I'll tell you why. I'll start with the good news. We are still on to the scheduled date of the 20th, which is tomorrow, to announce the awarded teams of Deep Funding Round 3. So that's not just a couple of hours away, I would say, but let's say 24 or 12 hours, something like that. Why it was exciting is because, well, we had this issue of bots and generated content created in this round. And we had the new focus group working with me and us and you to think about how to address this situation. So what we did, or what they did together, is last Thursday we had a listening session where you all gave feedback on the situation, and particularly this gave feedback on Deep Funding Round 3 in general, but particularly this issue with bots and generated content. And we knew beforehand that we weren't going to make a decision at the end of the meeting, but we would take in all the feedback, also feedback after the meeting. And based on that, we together, but mostly the focus group, created an advice on how to treat this. Based on all that input. And we published that, I think it was Tuesday probably. But we still wanted to give people, you again, the opportunity to not agree and to not consent basically to this, this advice. So we created a forum where everybody that really doesn't agree. It's so there are two options here. Either you say I don't agree, but I can live with it, or you say this is absolutely against everything I believe in, or this is really the wrong direction. I do not give my consent to this. So that's a very heavy statement. And in the forum we also ask you then, so what would need to change to make you consent, to get a better understanding on how to address this situation? So we only had about 2 days, unfortunately, to collect this information in order to be safe for the scheduled date, because if possible, we'd rather not postpone that. At the same time, we are very aware, and I'm not speaking in the past now, I'm saying we are very aware, because the forum is still open until the end of this meeting, that if there would be a number of people that would not consent to the advice given by the focus group and also supported by me, that we might have to address that. And one possible consequence of that could be that we would have to postpone the announcement of the awarded teams, etc., in order to have an improvement on the process. The situation right now is that we had 7 people. Well, the last time I looked, which may be an hour ago, I don't know, 7 reactions, and 6 of them gave their consent. One of them did not consent, but when asked about it, this person said, actually, I do consent to the voting, the voting weights based on the reputation, but I do not consent to the award distribution. So this means if this situation won't change in the next hour or so, we will continue with the presentation of the awarded teams. But on the other hand, we will also take a little bit of time to address the concerns of this person and see how we can mediate that and if we can improve so that these concerns are also met. And for this, we have a new meeting. We plan to do this bi-weekly with the focus group on next Thursday. So for the time being, at least, we plan to have meetings bi-weekly. One time it will be a town hall like this one, and the next one it will be a meeting organized by the focus group. So what is important for me are a couple of things. First of all, I was very happy with the advice that was provided. I was extremely happy with the opportunity of being able to spar and go in depth with a number of people on these tricky issues, because very often there's not one perfect solution. Every solution is a little bit off for different reasons. I'm very happy that we can continue tomorrow with the announcement of the awarded teams. But maybe I'm most happy with this whole process, because I think it's an example of how we can work with important decisions in this community and in this program. So I think we might need to tweak it a little bit and think about some edge cases, etc. But as a general process, I think it's wonderful. We have an important topic. We have a workshop where we ask for as much input and feedback as we can get in different channels also. Then we come up with an advice, and based on that advice with the proposed direction, the community can still say, I do not consent. And then if everybody consents, we can go ahead. If there are a number of people that do not consent, we have a very targeted situation to address. That how we will exactly move on in the next times we will do this, if there are a number of people that do not consent, is still open to debate. Maybe we can have a workshop about that with you. But yeah, I think the process is wonderful, it's promising, and I hope you feel the same.
Yay.
Everybody's fallen asleep, I think, but
No, just everybody's
Still here,
saying,
second coffee.
everybody's saying, no, that's not about voting results tomorrow. I don't care. No, not at all. Thanks for that.
So should this be new to somebody? We created a blog with the advice, the approach, how we are handling this situation. If you really seriously do not agree, do not consent, then you still have another hour or so to fill out the form and let us know, and then we will still address that seriously. Of course, I must say that I do hope we can continue. On the other hand, we are also very open. If there is a serious consent, then yeah, we better hear it now than afterwards. Thank you for that.
So great. Great stuff. Speak now or forever hold your peace. The message is clear. Well, not forever. Until the next time.
Exactly.
Great stuff. And Raphael, would you like to say anything, or are you all good?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Fly. Yes, I'm quite glad with the outcome of everything that happened. We are deemed to learn from our processes, of course. The focus group were created and ideated exactly to support the community, to support internal staff from Deep Funding, to have a better view and a decentralized view, right? That's the whole point of having more people involved. And by reading and participating to this discussion, we also are able to learn from a personal perspective. So you are going to be very glad, I believe, with the overall outcome of the situation of bots and etc. We are talking and trying to solve, especially for the next rounds as well.
That's great stuff. That's great stuff. Thank you. And also thank you to the Deep Funding Focus Group, doing great work. Yes. So now I would like to quickly share my screen again before we move into the breakout rooms. This is just a note for the breakout room hosts. If you would like us to upload your recording to YouTube, then you should record the breakout room yourself and then send directly to SingularityNET Ambassadors at gmail.com via WeTransfer or another file sending service. And Deep Funding Town Hall team will edit this video, add an intro, outro, upload, timestamp, and this is a service from the community for the community. Yay. So I think we are ready for our breakout rooms.
Because if we want a co-host recording the breakout rooms, you have to assign them quickly co-host role in Zoom.
Will do.
So to Tommy and Parag need them.
Beautiful. Okie dokie. And to find the breakout rooms, just go along to the bottom of your screen. If you can't see breakout rooms, click more and it should be there for you to navigate. They'll be opening up very shortly. I'm going to stick around here for a couple of minutes to make sure all you stragglers get to where you want to go. And now's the time we're going to open it up. And I get to say, fly, fly, you fools, fly.